Let's start our review of the Novible Aura Lite, a small set of wireless microphones. Let's start by looking at the overview of the accessories. So we start by a small simple bag. Then we have some clips with magnets to lock the microphones into our clothing, for example. Now we have an OTG adapter for iPhones, okay? And it also allows you to connect an external power supply in parallel. This is the same thing, but for USB-C devices like Androids, tablets, and computers. It also allows for the parallel charging. Next, a standard USB-C to USB-A cable. Also a standard stereo 3.5mm audio cable for analog outputs to connect to the camera, for example. The wind muffs to have some sort of wind protection in the microphone. And now the case itself, the Novible case, it charges by USB-C here on the side, fairly compact, okay? This is the receiver, and I do believe it has, yes, it has the indication of the battery percentage, 97% remaining. This is the receiver, which does both digital output via USB-C and analog output. We have the two transmitter lights there, the microphone gain as well. Here are the outputs, the USB-C and the analog 3.5mm to connect to your camera, for example. We also have a little clip, okay, that also attaches to your hot shoe in your camera, for example, like this. There you go. Okay, so standard stuff. Both microphones and receiver charge with those pins in the case. These are the microphones. Clearly very similar to the Holyland Lark M2s, okay? This is the multifunction button, the charging, and this is the microphone per se. And here are the magnets, same system as the Holyland Lark M2s. You can also attach the clips using the magnets, and you can combine them as well. I have to say, very pleasantly surprised, especially given that this is a very budget option compared to the rest. Okay, let's see how we can connect this to a mobile device or a computer for that matter. We have a triangle here which indicates the correct side to connect to the mobile device or the computer, and the other side we connect the receiver. There you go. This is the battery of the receiver itself, and very important, we can also charge it in parallel. Okay, let's check that works. It does work, perfect. Okay, so this is really important to ensure that long sessions we don't run out of power. Now let's check the receiver in a little bit more detail. It's a very small and lightweight unit. It has the power indicator for the internal power, the internal battery. Here is the button that allows us to control the microphone gain for both microphones at the same time. So it has 3 settings, low, medium, and high gain. You can also switch it off by keeping it pressed, and you can switch it back on by keeping it pressed as well. Now we can get one microphone and it will pair up with the receiver. You can see there the TX1 Lite is solid, meaning it has a connection to the first microphone. If I take the second microphone out, it will pair up with the TX2 Lite, and if I put them both back into the case, they will switch off, in which case the receiver will have both lights blinking again because it is looking for the microphones again. Now let's look at the microphones in a little bit more detail. So this is the pairing indicator. It's not paired, that's why it's blinking. Let's turn on the receiver and it should be solid now. Okay, so it means it's connected to the receiver on the TX1. Next, we can mute the microphone by a single press. It turns red, meaning it's muted. We can double press it to enable or disable the noise reduction. This is enabled. And we can triple press it to enable the reverb effect. All these effects are independent from one another, so I can have reverb with or without noise reduction and vice versa. I can also turn them off by keeping the button pressed and turn it back on the same way. Another thing that is very interesting is that these effects are completely independent between microphones. So I can have one of them muted, I can have one of them with noise reduction off and the other one is on, and the same thing with the reverb. They are completely independent. This is a really cool feature to have, especially when more expensive units such as the Holyland Lark M2 and DJI Mic Mini don't have this feature. Meaning, if you activate noise reduction on one microphone, the other one will use it as well. Now onto the wind protection and the wind cover, aka the dead cat, and let's see how easy or hard it is to get this thing on. And for me, it's not easy at all, okay? At least it's my opinion. So this is exactly the same mechanism as the Lark M2 from Holyland. The only thing outside is the magnet, everything else is inside the dead cat. Now for some audio testing. This is the right channel for the Novible Aura Lite. This is the left channel for the Novible Aura Lite. This is the right channel with reverb. This is the left channel without reverb. This is the right channel with reverb. This is the left channel with reverb. This is the right channel without any effects. This is the left channel without any effects. So unfortunately, you cannot use these microphones to record in stereo. They will only allow you to record in mono mode. So unfortunately, you won't be able to record one microphone on the left channel and the other one on the right. This is a mic test of the Novible Aura Lite using the USB interface. This is the right channel. This is an audio test of the Novible Aura Lite using the USB interface. This is the left channel in mono mode. Now let's test the noise reduction with some ambient noise. This is a microphone test with ambient noise and the noise reduction is off. This is a microphone test with some ambient noise and the noise reduction is off. This is a microphone test with some ambient noise and the noise reduction is on. This is a microphone test with some ambient noise and the noise reduction is on. This is a microphone test with some ambient noise and the noise reduction is off. This is a microphone test with some ambient noise and the noise reduction is off. This is a test for the USB interface. This is a test for the USB interface. Now let's switch the analog interface on. This is a test for the analog interface. Okay, we have interference from the USB. This is a test for the analog interface. This is a test for the analog interface. This is the final audio test of the Novible Aura Lite microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3, can you hear me clearly? The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. She sells seashells by the seashore. Testing 1, 2, 3, can you hear me clearly? The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. She sells seashells by the seashore.